அசிரீரி குரல் உண்டு உருவம் இல்லை. The Voice.
Please don't look into this video with a political eye. This is not a video to blame somebody, and this is purely a awareness video. Today, 29 April 2020, I am reading a newspaper of Times of India, and there is a news article in the first page wherein it shows doctors and hospitals have refused patients not for ordinary ailments but of serious conditions like treatment for kidney cancer, to undergo chemotherapy, and more importantly pregnant women who came for delivery has been refused medical service. And the reason for refusing medical service is they do not have COVID-19 corona report. This has happened in many cities like Agra, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Delhi, and in lot other places also. We are traveling towards a very important destination, but it is very dangerous the way we travel. Doctors take a oath saying that even if it is a criminal with a bullet wound, they will treat him and save his life. The refusal of medical service or denial of entry to a hospital is purely against medical ethics. Doctors are considered as God and hospitals are considered as temples. But at this juncture, even the patient is not even allowed inside a hospital and the doctor has refused treatment. It is totally a different situation wherein the patients are treated and the treatment didn't work for the patient. But here, even the fundamental treatment itself is denied to a patient. And I'm not sure what will happen to that patient-doctor relationship, that confidence, support, and the belief in the doctor as well as on the hospitals. And it was said the reason for denial of service is because even the healthcare workers and doctors are scared because of COVID-19. Fine, but if even the doctors are scared about virus, what will happen to the patients and what will be the thought process going inside the mind of a patient? There is no one to take care of them because the person who is supposed to give them confidence and support and treatment, they are themselves in a scared and predicament position. Okay, let's see from the perspective of the doctors and healthcare workers. They may ask, what's wrong in asking a report? Why can't you go and get a COVID-19 report and then get admitted here? Okay, let's go and explore the questions. Question number 1. A pregnant woman who is staying at home for past 10 months thinking she is safe and she has to now deliver a baby, and for this when she is asked for a report, she has to first go to a lab and get a report. Is it not a question or whether this is the right option for a doctor to send a pregnant lady to a lab wherein she may get affected by the virus? Lab is the place where people get tested and a lot of corona patients may be there coming for there for the test. Doctors are putting a pregnant lady in a high risk zone just by demanding a report. Okay, question number 2. Let's say one has taken a report. The result may be either COVID-19 positive or COVID-19 negative. Literally there is no difference in the treatment given to a patient Either he has a report of COVID-19 positive or COVID-19 negative. A pregnant lady has to deliver a baby, and there's no difference in that. A chemotherapy patient, he has to be treated with a chemo, and there also there's no difference. If there is no logical sense attached to it, or there's no difference in the treatment to be given in this kind of situations, what is the necessity of asking this report, and what are they going to infer from this report? Question number 3. A person takes a COVID-19 test, and the report will be available only after 2-3 days. And let's say the patient goes to the hospital for a treatment after a week. Even if the person is having a COVID-19 negative report, whether that be a valid, the report is not going to tell whether the patient has been infected as on date or not. The report is going to show a status of the patient when the test was taken. This is going to be a false status of the patient. Question number 4. No patient is going to object that they will not undergo a test. First process is they have to admit the patient, start the blood test for the COVID-19, and then further treatment can be carried out as per whatever the patient requirement. Okay, whatever it is, they have a report. They may have a COVID-19 negative report, or they would have taken the blood test as of now, whatever it may be. The doctor has to anyway use the PPE, personal protective equipment they have to use, because just because the patient is having a COVID-19 negative report, it doesn't mean they are not going to wear a gloves or mask, or even the patient is not going to object the doctor wearing a mask, gloves, or even the body shield. Whatever, whether it is a positive or negative, they have to use the PPE and follow the medical protocol whatever the patient has come for. So either way, the report is not going to change anything in this process, but it is unnecessarily demanded and medical services declined for the critical patients. And we have reached the third section of this video. I am displaying a letter in the screen. This letter has been issued by ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. This is a Government of India organization, and they have issued this letter, and this letter is named as Strategy for Pregnant Women. This ICMR letter says, pregnant women staying in a hotspot or congested area or migrant worker, when she reaches a health center for delivery, or the delivery date may be within a 5 days, a COVID-19 test has to be done, and the sample has to be sent to the lab, not to send the pregnant lady herself. So if a doctor or a hospital says, based on ICMR, we are asking this report, the ICMR letter doesn't talk about anything about the report, demanding a report or denial of service. There is no point mentioned about this. And secondly, the link given in this letter, when we visit to know more or get details about this, the link is not working, and it is also shown in the screen. So basically, the importance to the letter to be given is for only pregnant women who are reaching the health centers, and there is no mention about any other report requirement to be demanded from any patient of any sort. And there is no other circular, order, or any statement given by ICMR which is in circulation. Further, Health Secretary of Government of India Preeti Sudan has given a statement clearly saying there need not be any demand of any sort of any report or anything to admit a patient or treat a patient for any other health issues who may be visiting a private clinic, hospital, or doctor, and treatment has to be given to the patient and not to refuse any service to the patient. Whatever it is, the denial of service has happened either because of ignorance from the doctors or hospitals, or it should have happened some one person starts asking or demanding a report and each and every other person follows suit without knowing the implications or ramifications of that particular demanding a report. The situation has to change. The patient has to be admitted and treatment has to be done. When a patient is admitted and the medical aid given fails and something negative happens to the patient, the public ransacks the hospital. In whatever manner and whatever force we condemn that kind of atrocities and vandalism done by the public, the same way we also have to perceive and look into a denial of service to a patient by a hospital or doctor, because denial of service is totally inhumane as well as it is against all the medical ethics. Whenever you come across a situation where a medical service is denied, please educate the patient, the doctor, or hospital management. It is our duty to do that. And what I personally feel is they are not refusing this service or denial of this service purposely and mostly of their ignorance. And it is a pathetic situation wherein the doctors and health workers who should be more aware about this, they themselves are in a very ignorant state. This situation has to change. Practically, the awareness of the patient is very high because they are the person who are in need of service and they are very clear in what they need and they are aware about this particular situation, and they are depressed and anxious because all along the time they have spent lot of money in the particular hospital and with the doctor for the particular treatment, and after many months or years now they have been denied the service when they are needing it at the most. Okay, let's see what we can do at this point of time. What is the action plan? Wherever you see, whenever you come across a patient is needing a service and there is a denial of medical service, you approach politely and explain and make them aware about the situation and ask where will the patient go if medical service is denied, and make sure the particular medical service is given to the particular patient. If still you can't do anything or it is not happening, what you can do is record an audio or a video and send it to Prime Minister or Chief Minister, and that is the only thing we can do at the point of time. Other thing what you can do is create an awareness to the neighbors and who is in need of a medical service in the near future, and explain to them that this report is not needed and still medical service is available and there is no government order as such to deny a medical service, and it is a fundamental right to get a medical service at any private hospital or any clinic for that matter, or from any doctor. It is your duty as well as my duty to create an awareness about this. Thank you.
அசிரீரி மீண்டும் ஒலிக்கும். The voice will return.